Alice Walker, on her visit to India, met a few friends and admirers on a pleasant winter evening in the beautiful environs of the Lodi Gardens, New Delhi. As the sun set on the ancient monuments, we gathered around her as she shared with us her thoughts, beliefs, and convictions. We were fortunate to record in film those unforgettable moments.
I was born under a revolutionary star. You then go and you do what you can do, and it's not mysterious. And the thing is, it's not so much that you think you can just change it quickly or even make a big dent quickly. It's not about that at all. It's about what is your responsibility as a human being. And once you connect with that, then you act. The Color Purple was 15 or more books ago and 25 years ago. So I have been writing many other things and many different things, and my life is not about The Color Purple anymore. No. Right. And I went around, The Color Purple is now a play, and it was on Broadway and it's very successful, and then it went on tour and it's still on tour and it's very successful. And I helped to move it into that venue because it reaches a lot of people, and people need theater, and it's beautiful. But I'm very tired of it.
I can understand.
And life goes on. And the writing of it was a way to spend more time with my grandparents and my parents before I was born. Some of the characters are based on people like, my grandparents and their friends and my parents, but they're not my generation of people. My generation of people come into my writing more with the Temple of My Familiar, which is where I feel much more at home. So I have made a practice, really, of letting go of The Color Purple, because when a book, especially in our culture, I don't know about India, but in the United States, when something is really, popular and you become, quote, famous, it destroys your life. It destroys the inner life, which you need to give vibrancy to your existence. And so I, with great respect to my ancestors who helped me so much to write it, I have pretty much just gone on with my life, which is more writing, but also activism, and being very involved in all kinds of things, female genital mutilation and women's rights and Native American rights, Palestinian rights. In fact, at the end of this journey, we go to Palestine to be part of a demonstration against the Israeli occupation. Not on a personal level, no. Because I fully understand that our responsibility is to do what is ours to do. What other people do is their responsibility. So my responsibility was to write a letter, an open letter. Not just, I didn't send it to his mailbox because I don't know where it is. But it was an open letter, mainly reminding him that our country, the United States, is in such a mess that nobody can fix it, really. I mean, it will take longer than we have on the planet to fix all the things that are wrong with the United States and its relationship to the other countries of the world. That's just a given. So that he must not feel that he has to do it all, even though people even now think that in 1 year he should be able to just fix everything that's been broken for the last 500 years. This is naive, and he should not accept it. Plus, I wanted to, as an elder of my community and of the planet, I wanted to remind him that his responsibility is to cultivate happiness in his own life. Because if we continue to have burnt out, unhappy leaders, we will just have a burnt out, unhappy planet. And so he should relax, even though the pressure is very great. He should spend time with his children. He should spend time with his wife. And he should have a real family. He should have a real life, not these cardboard representations of, wives and children that we have seen before. I think that it has, we have Obama. He would not have been if we had not had Clinton, right? But I think where we are failing so far is in the inner development and holding on to the cultural and spiritual inner strength that we had during that time.
The religious, the church.
Not so much the religion. It doesn't have to be the church. We were in the church.
Okay.
But it's more the morality. It's like the moral inner strength of a people, the self-respect and the self-regard. I'm not sure we're as good on that level as we were, back then. Back then, someone said to me, "What do you think your people, the older people, would have thought about having a black president?" Okay, and my response was, what they were trying to create was not a black president. It was a good person. That would have been the question. Is he a good person? Not whether is he black or how black. You see? And so that, I think, is where we are not holding strong about what is of value. I mean, the bleaching creams have come back. The hair straighteners have come back. All those symbols of low self-esteem, no inner strength, and it's very it's treacherous. We're a treacherous time for the souls of the people, and the soul of the people is basically what we always traditionally cared about. How is your soul?